Okay, RuPaul's Drag Race. So Andy Cohen was the guest judge on the mini challenge. It was a dance off, a little, cowgirl rodeo thing. Whatever. The Vixen and Asia O'Hara won. So on the main stage, well, no, they had to do Farmer-Rusical. And it was Team Vixen and Team, O'Hara for winning. They got to be team captain or whatever. So, they going around picking their girls or whatever. Didn't nobody want Eureka because she talks too much. Girl, this construction. They're steady doing construction on my street, and I'm tired of it. But anyway, girl, so Team Vixen, they get together, and they working on some choreography, a little couple moves, yada, yada. And Team O'Hara is working on lines. So when they get out to choreography, the legendary Miss Alyssa Edwards is the choreographer. She looked absolutely stunning. That blazer, the long, wavy blonde hair, she ate that look. But she's a choreographer, so she came on out, and, the girls were gagged. Oh, my God, Alyssa Edwards, oh, my God. And when Team Vixen came out, she was like, show me what you got. And they showed her the few moves that they had worked on. And she was like, okay, yeah, we ain't got too much to worry about. And she taught them the moves. I'm trying to remember. Team Vixen, was Eureka on Team Vixen? Whoever's team Eureka was on, she was all nervous and in her head and shook up because, PTSD about she broke her knee and, couldn't continue on last season. And she honestly was asked, she was asked to return before she was actually ready, I feel like. I think Ru was, extending a kindness by asking her to return, but honestly, I felt like she probably should have said, not this time, but please do consider me in the future, because she's not ready. Anyway, girl, so I think she was on Team Vixen. She was struggling. And then we get to Team O'Hara, and they had only worked on lines. They didn't work on dance moves. So they get out there, child, and it's a mess. It was just a mess. Wasn't really a lot of unity, nothing like that. But Blair Sinclair. So Eureka and Blair Sinclair was supposed to be the theater, geeks and the dancing queens and the carrying on. But Blair Sinclair got out there and looked just shook. And I'm like, what is she shook about? She was really, truly shook. And I'm like, I know that you're young, but we have had young queens on the show before. I don't think Blair Sinclair is even the youngest queen to compete. So what are you so up about? Like, it's not because these girls are outdoing you, because Blair hasn't even been in the bottom yet. Like, she pulls herself together on the runway. She looks beautiful. What was she so shook about? And she's supposed to be a theater queen. You should have been right in your element. So that was weird to me that she was so, confluzzled. But, and I may have them in reverse. Blair may have been Team Vixen and Eureka may have been Team O'Hara. I don't remember completely, but I'm thinking Eureka was Team O'Hara because, Eureka was Team Vixen because I'm seeing Eureka combating in the workroom when they're supposed to be working on certain things, and, they talk about, no, it was Team O'Hara. It was Team O'Hara that had their moves together, and Vixen didn't have their moves together. Because Eureka was saying, well, in the theater, we always start to the right. We start to the right. And, Asia was looking like, girl, no one has time. Absolutely no one has time. So, yeah, I think I had that backwards. But anyway, girl, so we get to Farmer-Rusical, child, and it didn't really encapsulate me. I was just half watching by the time we got to the performances. I noticed that Eureka ain't know not now word. Calorie, she just wasn't doing well. And I'm like, when I'm watching Farmer-Rusical, I'm like, they should have sent Calorie home last week. Send her home. No shade. She's a beautiful queen. She's absolutely stunning, but she ain't ready either. They should have sent Calorie home. And I know, Vanjie wasn't ready either, but Vanjie is a little more put together, a little more, I don't know. I like Vanjie better. But anyway, child, so Dusty Ray really impressed me. Aquaria got lost for me. Got real lost. Yuha did a good job. She just looked like little Jeannie Mai over there from, what's the show Jeannie Mai used to do on, what was it, TLC? Or she would make people give up their clothes and they'd be crying and holding on to scarves and things. She looked like Jeannie. Ain't Jeannie Mai on that show that kicked Tamar off? Anyway, whole different whatever. But yeah, she just looked like little Jeannie Mai. And all in all, girl, I wasn't impressed with Pharmaceutical even a little bit. But let's get on to the main stage, because I wrote down the looks for the main stage. Let's see. Well, Halsey and Padma Lakshmi? Is it Lakshmi? Anyway, from Glitter, honey. She played Silk in Glitter. I don't really know too much about Halsey. I know she sounds like she would make me itch if I listen to her music. I know a lot of my little queens, my little gay friends be like, you know, Halsey put out this legendary record with the Chainsmokers, and I be like, girl, I'm not physically ready to listen to Halsey at this present time, so I'm not gonna be able to do it. But I love that you love her. One day I'm gonna listen to Halsey, and I'm probably gonna get my life. But at this point in time, I'm not ready, and you got to be ready. Be ye also ready is what the Bible says. You need to get in your lane, and you need to not have cut me off like this. Because now I got to maneuver. The hell? Because you a city vehicle. You could... No one has time. Okay. So, Team Vixen won. Which means they were all safe. And Team Asia is up for elimination. Can I just say that out of drag, Asia is an absolutely beautiful man. He is beautiful. But in drag, those teeth do not translate for me. They don't translate even a little bit. I love her drag. I love what she pulls together. I hate that this vehicle in front of me is going so slow, but we're going to get on by her. But in drag, those teeth, they look real George Washington-esque. I'm not going to be able to do them. Because they give her, with makeup, they give her mouth a weird angle, and it's just, take them out, baby. Take them out. Take them out. Like, who was it? Was it Trinity K. Bonet? I get Trinity K. Bonet, Lanisha Sparks, and, what's the queen that won? Jesus, the other Tyra Sanchez. I get them confused because I think Lanisha Sparks is what Trinity K. Bonet is what Tyra and Lanisha would look like if they had a baby. What that would look like, but I can't remember which one of them had. It was Tyra that had them jacked up teeth because Juju B said, "Was your barbecue canceled?" Because your grill. Anyway, Tyra, she went and got her teeth put together a little bit better. Asia, call Tyra's doctor, and let's see what we can do because them teeth in the drag give your mouth a deformity that I'm not able to get with. I'm sorry I had to veer off like that. But as far as best drag, honey, the category was very best drag. So all the children came out in what was supposed to be their very best drag. Yuha looked a full mess. A full mess. She had this afro that just, like, girl, but the afro would have went with a more 70s looking outfit. She just had this blue sparkly swimsuit. It didn't translate. It didn't come over. Dusty looked cute. She didn't do all the dots all on the bottom. She did a lot of dot in the eye region, which, you play it off. It doesn't actually look like you're doing the dots. If you do the eye dots, it looks like a fashionable eye rather than, all of that shit. Because them dots make me itch, honey. Them dots look like what I feel like I would feel like listening to Halsey. She had this curly wig, this blazer. She looked put together. She was cute. Monique came out there with the Cookie Monster ensemble, and I'm like, we've done Cookie Monster before. Come on, give me the name, head. Give me the name. Manila, Jesus Christ. I'm tired, y'all. Manila has given us the eyeballs on the head and the pineapples on the head and the carryings on, and it was legendary when she did it, and she did it better. No shade to Monique, but them balls atop your head, just, it wasn't dusted. It wasn't completely pulled together, seamless for me. I wasn't living for it. Because it just looked like two foam balls that you spray painted. You could see that she didn't even outline the circles with paint to make them a seamless circle. It was a little over to the side carrying on, and I'm just like, it's a no for me. It's a big no. But she did this little reveal, and I agreed with Padma. Let me get on cross here because y'all taking your sweet Georgia time. Cream, Sierra, GMC Sierra. She did this reveal, and I agreed with Padma that it's like, girl, what this got to do? Because then she pulled off, she pulled down the Cookie Monster decal on not decal, but the blue on her titties, honey. She pulled them down, and it was like this skin-toned, jewel-encrusted thing where her nipples were supposed to be the eyes, and it was covering the eyes, and it was like, okay, but how? what does this have to do with the two balls on top of your head? It don't go. It don't translate for me. Calorie Girl, she came out in something that it was barely memorable. I barely remembered it. Jesus Christ. It was very like, okay, girl, we finna pump it on down to the club. Let me swing into, Charlotte Russe right quick, see what they got going on. I heard they was having a sale, girl. So I'm gonna pop in here and then we gonna go to the club in about 2-3 hours. 2-3 hours. Give me a little time. I got to shop through it and I got to try on a couple things. That's what she looked like. I was like, Calorie. No, you looked practical, niece. Very best drag is not supposed to be practical. None of these girls gave me very best drag, except for Asia O'Hara. And then the teeth threw me off. Eureka got up there and was just as body, head and legs as Vanjie was last week. Eureka got up there, she didn't have not a piece of a neck. She was literally head, wavy hair, something, legs. Like, she looked like one of them Power Rangers, child, that, like, she looked like if the Power Rangers just all got together and mushed together and made Eureka's outfit. Like, and then she had, the little fabric that the kids love nowadays that you rub and it turns into different colors and all of that. She had that on. And I'm just like, Eureka, it ain't pulling together for me. It's not pulling together. You look tired. This didn't look like your very best drag. It didn't look very best to me. But I'm rooting for Eureka. Praying for her and everything. Aquarius, she came out with this little green ensemble. And I'm like, the fact that Michelle did not say anything about her having on green, when we know Michelle hates green just as much as I do. The fact that she didn't say that to me is a hint or an indication that Aquaria is at least going to be top 2, if not the winner. Just, that's what I feel. Are you getting in my lane while I'm in my lane? Because I know you're not. Buick. Back to this. Vixen was cute. I can barely remember what she had on, but I remember it was cute. Like, Vixen pulls herself together. She just gets on my nerves. Cracker looked phenomenal. Mayhem looked phenomenal. Mayhem is another one that I'm like, okay, girl, come together right now over me. Blair's dress. I liked one half of the dress, but not the other half. And the bottom, Ross said it was a homosexual Sasquatch. It was like a purple shimmery, a bunch of fringes, basically. The top was like this off-white kind of lace-ish thing. I would have liked it if the top had been on something that matched the top and the bottom had been on something that matched the bottom, but it did not come together for me. Her makeup was cute, though. Cameron was cute. Cameron is just, I feel like Cameron is going to skate by and get into the top 5 just skating by because she's cute and she gives you just no complaints. No complaints. It's like, okay, you're not giving us anything to completely, blow our hair back. Did y'all hear Katy Perry talking about wig on Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy whoever, Jimmy Cranberry? Katy done got up here talking about, well, when a singer is really singing, it vibrates and your wig just flies across the room and we call that wig. Who calls it wig? Every single solitary person of color calls it snatched. And here you are getting on TV being white talking about, oh yes, we just call that wig. It just vibrates your wig and it flies. Shut the hell up. Katy Perry gets on my nerves. I want to see her just sit, you still look pretty. What was the song, child? Sit there with your blonde cut, giving us, I'm transitioning from, a heterosexual who sang about lesbianism to a lesbian that sings about heterosexuality now. Give us that, but shh. Be quiet. Because she done got on my nerves too many times this year already. She done worked my spirit. Anyway, and Monet was cooking down. She looked cute. I'm trying to speed it up, y'all. I'm sorry. Team Vixen, I told y'all won, and Team Asia was up for elimination. And they said what I was feeling, High, that wasn't her very best drag. And then Monique, Calorie, and Eureka struggled word-wise. As far as Farmer Rusical, they didn't know what they were singing about. And it's like, girl, that's one of the downsides of y'all working on the moves and not working on the lyrics when you really could do both. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Ross was asking what Kardashian's contribution to drag is, and it ain't nothing because she's modeled herself after a Kardashian who doesn't contribute, doesn't contribute anything to anything. When you model yourself after a Kardashian, you're not expected to give anything to the drag world. So that question I felt like was out of order for Ross. Now, I understand the question, but Ross, let's look at it from the fact that she has modeled herself after a fat Kardashian. She should have been Roberta Kardashian, Rob, but in drag. Now, that would have been a gag. Let's see. Asia was safe, Aquaria was safe, Dusty safe, Yuha for some reason is safe. And I'm like, why is Yuha safe? Because of her performance, I guess, in the actual show. Monique was safe. Calorie and Eureka had to battle it out, and in the Untucked, they were just both crying because, you know, I love her. That's my sister. We fat together. And it's like, okay, but y'all came to a competition. I understand that it's, you know, drama, and just like when Jujubee and Raven had to compete against each other, and it's just, oh no, Robin dancing on my own, and here we are all crying, and then they hug at the end, and it was just glamour. But then ultimately Jujubee had to go, which I feel like was robbery, but okay. I feel like we should have had two winners that season, and it shouldn't have been Tyra. But that's not my business. It's not my business. Anyway, they danced to Best of My Love. Calorie did not bother to learn the words to Best. First of all, how do you have to learn the words? It doesn't take much to make me happy and make me smile with glee. Like, it's a story. How do people have to learn the words to stories? All the emotion songs are stories. You're wondering if I care about you. Is there a cause that I should doubt you? Oh, I can see, boy, that you don't know me very well. You're so unsure. And you run here and there. Like, all of their songs tell a story. You have to picture it in your head. This nigga running here and there, or in the Best of My Love, it don't take much to make me happy and smile with glee. It doesn't. You have the best of my love. I want the whole wide world to see. I'm late for work. Anyway, the point was, Eureka was selling it. Eureka, she was giving you, you know, I'm a queen, I'm a fat queen, and I'm going to stomp on this runway, and I'm going to give you the best of my love. And Calorie was just over there. They should have sent Calorie home last week. I said it, and I meant it. And there's nothing we can do to change it. Vanjie should have stayed. Calorie should have went home last week, because Calorie's performance this week was worse than Calorie's performance last week. I mean, better than Calorie's performance last week. All the Calorie did was pull that money out her brazier and do a split. Like, it wasn't legendary. But Mateo was selling. Anyway, girl, that's the show. I'm late for work. Let me get in. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers saying. I'll catch y'all in the next one. This hair right here. Peace.